Whatever. Hey, what's up? My name's Bobby Ridge. I am a lifespan extensionist. I'm going to start using the word lifespan extensionist instead of life extensionist. So, in case you didn't know, there's science technology emerging all around us that's going to help us live to like 150 years old, 200 years old. It's going to reverse our aging, and we're going to be really healthy for longer periods of time, and we're going to be living longer. And eventually, we're going to live for thousands of years. And it's really fantastic, right? Okay. So definitely go check out the research. You can check out previous videos. I discussed the research a little bit. I don't go too in depth with different life extension research because a lot of it's trade secret for my company, and so I won't be able to talk publicly about a lot of stuff for like another maybe 4 months. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have even said that, but whatever. So, I want to talk about the personality of a lifespan extensionist, because it's really interesting. I kind of wish I spent a little bit more time on this, but I mean, this is just a daily lifespan extension vlog, so they're only 8 minutes because the number 8 is an infinity symbol, and so so it's difficult to get across. Well, the point of these is just to gain viewerships and like subscribers through something that doesn't require a lot of energy because I have to put most of my energy into my company. So let's talk about the personality of a lifespan extensionist. One of the main things I've noticed what's happened is I'm always having a good time. And I've noticed other lifespan extensionists a lot of times they'll experience the same thing, and it's because we live our lives on we think about death like all the time, right? And we think about life extension all the time, and we're not just thinking about life or death every day and how we could die like any day. Like a lot of us aren't getting a lot of our biology measured enough to even know if we have cancer or something, right? Or have like have some sort of like aneurysm developing or some clot developing somewhere, and so and this is happening to any of us, and so any of us can die like any day, right? And and we're not just thinking on a life or death scenario every day, right? We're thinking on a life extension or death scenario, which is totally different, right? Totally different from life or death, right? And knowing that you can only live to 80 years versus knowing you have a chance to live for thousands of years, right? It's a whole new level, right, of passion and et cetera. And you're thinking about it every day. You can't just block it out of your mind like you could if you knew that you're only living to 80, right? So what is it? What happens? One of the things that happen is that means I appreciate life a lot, right? Oh, sweet, dude. The scientist messaged me back. I've been meaning to get in contact with them. I always feel like I'm having a good ass time, dude, because I know I'm alive. I know I'm healthy, and I'm not in some sort of chronic pain. And but even if I was in chronic pain, dude, I just knowing that I'm alive and conscious and have a chance at achieving the longevity escape velocity, dude. It really is just so incredible, and it makes every second of your life like feel so amazing, and you're so appreciative, and like entertaining. Like I'm constantly entertained, right? Constantly. And so I'm constantly having a good time. And then when you go out to like a club or you go to have fun, you go to like a party or whatever, you have way more fun than anyone else because you're thinking on a life extension or death scenario daily, right? So when you go out, you think to yourself, a life extensionist thinks to themselves like, hey, dude, I could die tonight. I could die in a week from now. I could die tomorrow. So you might as well have a really good time, right? You got to make sure you're going to have a really good time. So that's really fantastic. And so I'm constantly having a good time, and which is really great. And another interesting thing is the perception of chronological age. The psychology of chronological age really changes, right? You see a lot of people, they're pretty ageist, and they'll be like, look, you're so old. Like online, you'll often see people talk about how people are, maybe you'll see some like YouTuber who's like 35 years old, and they'll be like, dude, look how old you are, or whatever, or the term boomer and stuff will be used unironically, and it's difficult sometimes. Maybe you're talking to some older people and it's harder to connect with them. Dude, when you're a lifespan extensionist, that is not the case at all. I have so many like 50-year-old and 60-year-old and 70-year-old lifespan extensionist friends, and dude, we talk like it has changed a lot. Like before, it would probably be more difficult to connect with them, but now like we're more energized when we're talking to each other. We're animated. Like I don't think of myself as somebody who's I'm like 28 or 29 or something like that. I kind of lost track. I self quarantined like 10 years ago, so I kind of lost track of a few things because I've just been focusing on research, and so it's really interesting when I'm having these conversations with these elderly people because I really don't like have I really don't think of them as a 50-year-old or a 60-year-old. Like when we're talking, like we're like joking around, like we're having a really good time, and it's like a whole new perception on chronological age. Imagine like once when you're 1,000 years old, and then I'm gonna be 980 years old, and they're only like or 970 years old, and they're only 30 years older than me. It's like, look, dude, there's not gonna be that much of a difference between our personality versus now, right? Our personality is different right now because 30 to 60 is a pretty big difference, but versus 970 versus a 1,000-year-old, that's right, that's we're all gonna our perception of chronological age and attached to our personality is going to change a lot. And we'll be able to reverse aging and augment ourselves and stuff, so I mean it'll be totally different. um at the same time though, even though we're having a really good time, we are very serious people. When I talk to these, when I'm doing business with other lifespan extensionists, like, dude, like we ain't messing around. Like, yeah, we have a good time. Like, we joke like here and there, and like, but like, dude, we're talking about work like 99% of the time. Like, we're talking about, okay, how can you help here? How can I help there? Like, da 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 da. We're constantly talking about how we can collab and develop the research, right? And some people are better at it than others, and I've gotten really good at it, doing that. I really staying focused on developing these life extension projects and not like going astray. I don't like spending 20 minutes talking about like how's your day and stuff. Like, I want to freaking move past that part as fast as possible so we can start developing this research. And because the more we develop this, the faster we develop it, the more of a chance I have at increasing my lifespan. And I think, I've noticed that other lifespan extensionists, other like scientists and stuff, they really appreciate when I do that. When I really just stay focused. And that's that requires I don't know. Okay, so another thing is it's difficult not to like obsessively think about life extension and increasing your lifespan. To be honest, that's another trait you'll see among lifespan extensionists. You'll see them kind of it's something they'll be thinking about all the time, and because it's just so profound, right? It's so amazing and incredible to know that in the near future we're going to be able to extend health span and maximum lifespan for an indefinite period of time for like thousands of years. Like, dude, that is just so fantastic. And we're going to be able to experience all these incredible technologies that you see emerging, okay, that you wouldn't have experienced before because you would have died before you could experience these incredible things, but now you'll be able to. Like, dude, it's a whole new level. It takes a while to explain. And I'll be making longer vlogs soon. This one's pretty much over, but I really got to try to stick to only 8 minutes. It's so tough, dude, to stick to only 8 minutes. They tend to develop death anxiety, lifespan extensionists, since it's like, we're on a whole new level, right? It's not life or death, it's lifespan extension or death. So you'll see some people with death anxiety, so try not to make too many jokes about death around them and stuff, because that's not cool. Very important not to screw over lifespan extensionist. I mean, dude, that's just a lose-lose scenario. Like, I've had some business partners in the recent past that stole a bunch of my stuff, and that's not gonna be good for them, man. Like imagine like if people figure that out. Imagine once there's like millions of people who are super passionate like me and like other life extensionists, and they're super passionate about extending their lifespans, and they figure out what they did, and these people are going to be famous too, because they work really hard at trying to be famous. Because that seems to be all they really care about. They don't really care about the movement. And so, like, once people figure out that they like stole a bunch of stuff from different life extensionists and me, like, dude, that's just going to be a huge mess for them. Like people already hate other people enough online, but imagine once they have the passion of life extension, dude. Like that is not something I would ever want to play with. Uh, so that's really scary for them. Um, and so I'll be making a better video about the personality of a lifespan extensionist over time. Um, uh, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. All right, yeah, whatever. All right, that's it for the daily lifespan extension vlog. Make sure to subscribe, all that stuff. Leave comments down below if you thought about anything. Super important to subscribe and to share the video and whatnot, right? I'll like I can't really talk about that yet. All right, whatever. So I look forward to living with you forever, and yeah, I'll see you later.